Hello everyone, welcome to the House of European Football here in Nyon for the draw ceremony for the semi-finals of the 2017-18 UEFA Europa League. It's been a fantastic campaign so far, right? We've seen the best that European club football can offer us in a competition that continues to grow in stature every single season. After some amazing quarterfinals, we're now down to just 4 teams who have kept their dream alive of lifting the Europa League trophy, this one right here, at the Stade de Lyon in France on the 16th of May. Arsenal, Atletico de Madrid, Olympique Marseille and Salzburg. That is the final 4 lineup for this competition. Each of the 4 have come through some really tough fixtures to get to this stage and have gathered confidence along the way. They and their fans have every reason to be hopeful that this could be their year. And whoever plays in the semi-finals, we can be sure that we'll be watching some fantastic ties full of drama and excitement. The prize for the 2 successful semi-finalists and their fans will be a trip to France for the final in just a month's time, and in particular to the world-renowned city of Lyon. Let's now take a quick look at the host city and the final 4 teams still in the competition. Great city, fantastic stadium, and 4 outstanding teams and some great players that we're all looking forward to seeing at their very best in the matches to come. So now, let's get down to business. Let's move on to the draw itself. Time for me to welcome on stage UEFA's Deputy General Secretary, Giorgio Marchetti. Giorgio.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Congratulations and welcome to this draw ceremony to find out who will be taking on who in the UEFA Europa League semi-finals. Best wishes from the President of UEFA, Alexander Ceferin. Once again, we've all been thrilled and excited by some spectacular action in the quarter-finals with dramatic games that remained in the balance until the final whistle. We've been left with 4 excellent teams that finally emerged victorious to take their place in today's draw. We were privileged to watch a fantastic comeback by Salzburg in their quarter-final against Lazio. The Austrian team were 4-2 down after the first leg in Italy and a goal down in the second half of the return. But Salzburg turned the tie around in amazing fashion with 4 goals in 20 breathtaking minutes that sent their fans actually to heaven. Marseille and Leipzig were involved in a tremendous second leg tussle in France. In a game of twists and turns which saw 3 goals in the first 9 minutes, Marseille fought back from a 2-0 aggregate deficit early in the match and finally triumphed in a game full of goals. Arsenal opened the door to the semi-finals in the first leg of the quarter-final tie against CSKA Moscow in London, scoring 4 times in the first half. They went to goal behind in the return leg in Russia, but stayed calm and sealed their semi-final place with 2 late goals. And finally, Atletico de Madrid, they stayed on course for their 3rd UEFA Europa League title after a tightly fought second leg against Sporting Clube de Portugal. They went behind in Lisbon, but held on to qualify and are the only former UEFA Europa League winners in the semi-finals. And now let's look ahead to the future and commence the draw. To assist us with the proceedings today, as usual, I have the pleasure of welcoming with us the French football legend who has become a very familiar face to all friends of the UEFA Europa League. Before he joins us on stage, it's always a pleasure to see him in action. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Eric Abidal. Bonjour Eric, bienvenue avec nous. À nouveau. If I can summarize the quarterfinals of the Europa League in one word, I would say balance. It was extraordinary balance, and no matter what it is the result of the first leg, we saw matches open until the very last minute. What do you say?
Yeah, what is good is no favorite team during this match. A lot of suspense, a lot of goals, and each game was incredible.
And very good football. Huh?
Yeah, no, they try to play a good football, a lot of fair play, but it was always a fight to find a qualification.
And it's a pleasure when the result remains and the balance until the last minute. So everybody enjoys. So we are ready for a final in your country, in France, in Lyon, and there is still one French team. What do you think?
As a French, I have to support the French team. They play yesterday an incredible game. I hope they will continue in the same way.
We'll see. By the way, for teams, all of these teams have played at least one final of this competition. Only one has won. So we will see what comes up now in these matches. And we are ready for the draw. The draw is very easy. We have 4 teams: Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Olympique de Marseille, and FC Salzburg. 4 balls here. I will shuffle the balls, and then Eric will draw the first semi-final. And after that, we will know the second, but we will have to see who plays the first match at home. So we are ready. You are ready? And everybody is ready to know which is the first team in the semi-finals of the UEFA 17-18 UEFA Europa League.
Olympique de Marseille.
So Olympique de Marseille, actually the French team for the first semi-finalist. So Olympique de Marseille will try to reach the final of this competition for the 3rd time after 1999 and 2004.
FC Salzburg.
So Olympique de Marseille will take on FC Salzburg, which came back yesterday astonishingly in the second half with Lazio. And Salzburg they can play the semi-final to try again after 1994 to be in the final.
Arsenal FC.
So Arsenal will play at home the second semi-final against, we know, but we want to see as well.
Club Atletico de Madrid.
So Arsenal, Atletico de Madrid. We don't have a precedent for this match, while Marseille and Salzburg played already in the group phase this year. So this is all for the semi-final, but only for the semi-finals. It's a procedural thing, but we have to draw the order for the final, so to establish which team is to be considered for purely operational reasons, and all the rest will be the same, the home team of the final. So here we have the 2 balls containing the 2 winners of semi-finals, and we want to know which team will be named first in the final.
Winners of semi-final 1.
So, Marseille or Salzburg will be named first for the final against, obviously, I guess, the winners of the other semi-final, if we're not all wrong.
Winners of semi-final 2.
So, the final will be Marseille or Salzburg versus Arsenal or Atletico de Madrid. This is all for this draw, and Pedro Pinto is coming back with us and help us comment the draw.
Hey, gentlemen, well done as always. Great matches to look forward to. Only 4 teams left, of course, and the semi-final lineup is Olympique Marseille versus Salzburg and Arsenal against Atletico de Madrid. Well done, obviously, and we are looking forward to the semi-finals. I can tell you that the first legs will be played on the 26th of April, while the return legs are scheduled for the 3rd of May. Now, the draw may be done, but we're not quite finished here on stage yet, gentlemen. We're going to proceed with the official trophy handover from UEFA to the host city. And this is an important ceremony with Giorgio Marchetti handing over, let me squeeze behind you very quickly, Eric, with Giorgio Marchetti, in the name of UEFA, handing over to Eric Abidal, the ambassador for the host city of the Europa League final. It's quite heavy.